this is the 5th and final match in the best of 5 series between Shase, our orange Protoss, and ActionJesuz, our red Zerg. He's just valiantly fought through the last 2 matches to bring the series up to a 2-all draw. And Shadow Thief, take us away.
Yeah, if you haven't seen those 2 matches, check them out right now. I mean, I'll give you permission to do that. So ActionJesuz has spawned bottom right on Jungle Basin. This is the 2nd time we see Jungle Basin in a row now, and Shase spawned in top left.
Indeed. Now, I don't want to talk about the previous match because for anyone that's watching this one out of sequence on the VOD, I just do not want to spoil it for you at all. But we just saw some incredible play, and I'm wondering what trick ActionJesuz is going to pull out of his bag here on this game.
Yeah, you know, it makes you think that he really has to pull out a trick because it's just so damn entertaining. I would love to see something like that again. Anything, just something. Come on, ActionJesuz, entertain us.
A little side note here. I mean, this is not something you see very often. I've just seen a 10 pylon go down rather than the usual 9 pylon.
And
so
a 10
I'm
gate.
not sure if that was a mistake or it was just going to get 10 gate. There's the 10 gate. There we go.
You know, I don't know if I like that. I don't like that Shase is actually breaking his style of play, the normal style of play, so much to try cater for ActionJesuz. I mean, sure, you have to try adapt to your opponent, but maybe he's not quite as comfortable with it. I mean, I liked his standard build, and his standard build would work if he has just a little bit more scouting done. You know, if he just checks what his opponent is doing constantly and keeps an eye on his own base as well.
Yeah, really great play here by ActionJesuz. I agree with what you say, actually, about Shase. I just want to point this out. ActionJesuz just faked out Shase. He went straight down there towards the expansion, and as he went, he immediately threw down his spawning pool, and the gas was already gone away as well. So very, very nice play there by ActionJesuz, faking out Shase.
Yeah, we've seen him doing quite a few of those things, little tricks like that, and it's, once again, such a fun thing to see, and any Zerg player can learn from something like this.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, this is not a clinic on how to play standard Zerg, so don't misinterpret this whatsoever. There's that cybernetics core, and this one is further back away from that gateway as well this time. It's not at the front of the ramp, so a little interesting choice there, I think.
Very, very weird. I don't know if he wants to maybe block both those off, both ramps. That would be quite an interesting choice, and it's interesting that he also let that pylon go up at ActionJesuz natural. So I do think that Shase is probably doing what he normally does against the Zerg player on this map, just with the exception of a slight change to his build order.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a problem really, I don't think, letting that pylon go up. It will get taken out, no problem, you know it's going to happen. But it's a 100 mineral investment to deny your opponent an easy natural expansion, so I kind of agree with it. Yeah, I have no problems with it.
Yeah, and a funny thing is that Shase actually had 4 probes wandering the map at the same time there, and you start thinking to yourself, that's actually quite a few probes that could be mining those minerals.
It is, but he needs to see if there's any odd shenanigans going on. We've now got the natural going down for ActionJesuz tucked away in there. Shase is clearly just a little bit nervous. That probe just got taken out. It could have been just clicked on the minerals and allowed to go through there, but it got stuck on the zealot. So little nervous, perhaps, getting to Shase.
Quite possible indeed. Shase has got nerves of steel, but this is no ordinary matchup. Yeah,
I mean, he is playing for quite a lot here. I mean, there's no money on the line, but it's all about bragging rights. ActionJesuz is a very, very famous player. You just YouTube his name, you will see quite a lot of stuff. Shase, you know, is probably the best player in South Africa at the moment. He's in the top 200, clinging in there at 180 something.
183, yes, that's right.
183, yeah. I mean, 183 doesn't sound like a great position to be in. But, whoa, we've got Roach Warren coming out, so we're going to be seeing something other than Zerglings for ActionJesuz this match. But, you know, 183 out of the million and plus people that play StarCraft 2 in Europe alone, that's quite an amazing feat.
I gotta say, it really is. But back to this game now, Shase is actually moving ahead. He's got those warp gates morphing in, and he's starting to get a couple of sentries out here, and that is, if anything, some really careful play. He's making sure.
If you see a lot of sentries like this, you know there's going to be an expansion going on. There's a probe right here, ready to hammer that expansion down there at the natural. So Shase, nice expansion timing there. We've got Roaches, should be some on the way. The Roaring is just finished, and we are getting layer up, so we may be seeing a Roach speed coming out quite quickly. Hopefully Burrow as well.
Yeah, for any Zerg players out there, if you ever have your Zerglings hanging around the bottom of your opponent's ramp, if you run up there and you see those 3 sentries, then you know he doesn't have nearly enough gas to get any quick tech out, so you can probably rest easy for a little while. You're not going to see any Phoenixes or Void Rays in your base anytime soon.
Indeed, but just as you said that, a Stargate did go down, so we may be seeing that.
Oh, we've seen a double fake here? I mean, because that is really, that's going against the grain if you ask me. Shase has got a lot of gas saved up at the moment, but at the moment, yeah, he can only get 1 Void Ray out if that's what he chooses to get. In my opinion, against a player like ActionJesuz,
Phoenix to begin with.
I would also go with the Phoenix indeed.
Just because he needs to get some scouting information at the moment. We do have Roach speed on the way from that layer being up. That was where the tech went from that. So hopefully we're seeing Burrow as well. Roach speed and Burrow I find is particularly effective until your opponent gets a robotics facility.
Yeah. I'd like to see ActionJesuz just sort of boost the economy a little bit right now. Just pump those drones, power drone out a little bit, and then start massing units. He needs to take this game before that impenetrable Protoss ball of units comes out.
Yeah, he is actually going for the back door. He's got quite a few Roaches heading down there. 7 Roaches heading that way. He's got a few Zerglings at the front, and it will be spotted by this pylon of Shase. But by taking down the back door, he's actually just doing a little bit of damage to a Stalker there. There is a sweet spot you can hit where there's no units or even cannons of your Protoss player that can attack you, and he's found that sweet spot, at least until the Void Ray comes out.
This is actually going to put a lot of pressure on Shase. He's going to have to start defending the back as well. I wouldn't be surprised if we see something like a Forge because... there you go. Yeah. Because he's going to have to try to defend this, and that's quite a lot of Roaches. There's even more coming in now.
Yeah, a lot of them coming out. The Phoenix coming out, I mean, that's going to do a little bit here. It can just harass the Roach a little bit, pick up 1 or 2, and just reduce the amount of damage incoming. I wouldn't be surprised if actually just did go for a little bit of just a little probing attack here though, at the front, and he is, I think.
He is,
with
yeah,
these
he's
Roaches,
got a bunch of Roaches.
He goes at the back as well.
He's going to be able to take these Zealots out without any problems. Oh my goodness, this is bad for Shase.
He is, but the Void Ray is going to do... Oh, the Zealots on hold position as well. It's not doing anything there whatsoever. The Void Ray is out, and the Void Ray will clean up all of these Roaches. It's now charged, so it's going to do a lot of damage. But Shase can't really afford to engage with the rest of his army at the moment, so ActionJesuz could do a lot of economic damage here.
I think
11 more Roaches coming in as well.
Oh no, if ActionJesuz can link these 2 groups of Roaches up, and look at all those probes dying, this is probably going to be very bad for Shase. 1 Void Ray won't be able to handle all of this. The Roaches are taking down the second army as well. Ouch.
Yeah, he is. He's got the same amount of workers though for both players at the moment. Nice attack here with the Roaches, and the Void Ray is having to lose its charge quite often as well, which is somewhat surprising.
Shase actually doing a good job at handling this, used the Phoenix quite well. There's only 5 Roaches left in the base, but there are a lot more coming from the front.
Yeah, second Void Ray out though at the moment. That's going to really sort of hamper the plans of ActionJesuz. Just looking down at his base, he got a couple of Queens on his natural, and I think just 1 at his main, so he would be very vulnerable if those Void Rays went down to his main.
It is all about the Void Rays at the moment. They have to charge up, they have to take these Roaches out. Shase doesn't have much time. The Roaches are doing so much damage.
Yeah, and we are now at 35 drones versus 17 probes as well. So ActionJesuz well ahead in the economy stages, and Shase not able to mine with a lot of these guys as well.
Yeah, but the Void Rays are fully charged, and they're actually just sizzling these Roaches so quickly. ActionJesuz has nothing more on the way, so this is going to be the end of his attack, but will Shase be able to recover? That's the question.
I don't know. I mean, if ActionJesuz manages to take up, and he has a Spire on the way, Mutalisks will do a lot of damage to these Void Rays, and I think Shase is going to head out with these Void Rays to try and put some pressure back on his opponent. A couple of Queens in production, so it's going to be very difficult for him to get in there and do anything.
I like what ActionJesuz did with these Speedlings. The Void Rays are obviously going to struggle a bit more to get the Speedlings taken down, and he's going to take these probes out. Will he? Will he? Oh my goodness. Speedlings
God,
obviously
I'm
working
actually
away.
partly speechless here.
Yeah, Speedlings are actually working away at the naturals as well.
We have no income whatsoever for Shase. He's down to 8 harvesters. ActionJesuz has an income of over 1,000 and has 34 workers at the moment. More Speedlings coming in through the front door.
Yeah,
Still a gap there.
this is going to be a GG for SC2. I don't think he has any way of coming back from this now. 0 workers, 0 income and ActionJesuz sitting on a solid 40 at the moment. Just more and more speedlings coming out. This is not looking good.
Yeah, just taking down those last couple of probes, we're down to 10 workers versus 42 now. SC2 is going to have to do the mother of all Void Ray attacks in a minute. He's going to have to micro them so perfectly that there is just nothing that SC2 can do. ActionJesuz can do. He does have 4 Corruptors and 1 Mutalisk on the way. Somewhat interesting choice. Corruptors being somewhat slow.
I don't know when the last time was
that
you had a look at ActionJesuz base, but there's 8 queens there. So, or is that's 7 queens? Sorry.
Loads
tabs. I really. I feel for SC2, but I do think that this game is going to be over very, very soon. SC2 can't attack, and SC2 definitely can't defend with what he has right now. So this is just it's spiraling out of control quite quickly.
Yeah. SC2 has, unfortunately, only a quarter of the income of ActionJesuz. Looking at the units tab, whoa, that Phoenix needs to book out of there really quickly. We have 7 Mutalisks, 4 Corruptors, and that's literally all the offensive units of ActionJesuz at the moment. But those units will take out everything that SC2 has. He only has 3 Void Rays and that 1 Phoenix. Nothing in production bar probes at the moment. He's trying to get his economy back online.
Yeah, and with the corruption ability on those Corruptors, it's just going to be that much faster. Oh, a slight misclick there from ActionJesuz.
He might lose another one here, though. He's got to be very, very careful. He got, 30 more speedlings coming out as well. You see, and another flock of mutas heading up the map too. So SC2 is going to be in a lot of trouble, or even more trouble than he's already in only a few seconds.
I do think that when SC2 sees that force, I mean, that's 10 Mutalisks. When he sees that, he's probably just going to GG and quit.
Yeah, we've got another expansion going down, as well as an in-base hatchery, that macro hatch, and there's the GG for SC2. ActionJesuz takes the series 3-2. Wow.
Very, very impressive stuff, and he just showed us that he can play a normal game too.